How do you view your potential? Do you see yourself as a strong person who has occasional weakness? Or do you see yourself primarily as a weak person? From time to time, there are moments of greatness. My guess is you fall somewhere in between. I can't speak to you as an individual, but on the whole, that's what we are as people. We're both strong and weak. On the one hand, we see amazing things when we look at humanity, when we see the exploration of space, inventions that help humanity, or vaccinations and cures for disease. Not to mention millions of stories of love, of kindness and sacrifice that move our hearts. But on the other hand, we also see that we're a flawed people who fall back into the same problems again and again. Our shared history of violence, of war, murdering, lying to each other, cheating one another. That's kind of the state that we're in. One of my favorite poets, Rich Mullins, had a line in a song where he says, "With these, our hells and our heavens, so few inches apart, we must be awfully small and not as strong as we think we are." About a month and a half ago, I was let go from the organization that I led. It was the right decision for the company, and I agreed with it. But it was still hard on me personally, right? Because it felt like a reflection on my abilities. I had poured a lot into this team, and it felt like a reflection on my ability to lead, and that was hard. So I've done a lot of reflecting, and in retrospect, I really feel like, man, there was a lot more I could have done. Things I should have implemented, things that I knew to do, but I didn't. I didn't implement them well. And so as I've been looking on that time, and as I've been looking forward, I've talked to my parents, my wife, my close friends, mentors. I've read books, I've taken personality tests, and I've tried to say, what am I good at? What do I do well? Well, you know what all that data, all those various points of feedback gave me? Turns out I'm weak and I'm strong at the same time, that I have strengths and weaknesses, of course, like everybody else. So, what are we to do with that? How are we to go forward in things? Here's my perspective on it. If you can hold two truths in tension at the same time, I think you'll get a win. Here it is. Truth number one, you are made in the image of God. Literally in the image of God. And as such, you're endowed with tremendous worth, value, and you have amazing potential. Truth number two, you are also a weak vessel. You're made from the dust, and to the dust you will return. You're gonna die. That's our reality. If we can hold those two truths together at the same time, they'll bring balance to each other. They'll help to anchor us so that we're not tossed back and forth all the time by our emotions. Let me tell you, that's how it is for me at times. I'll be up and have a super productive day. I'm determined. I'm working hard. And then like that, man, my attitude and my outlook takes a nosedive. A harsh word from somebody you care about, or an email you read that sets you off. Or in my case, an interview that I didn't get, or a job that I was turned down for. And my whole outlook can take a crash. But if I hold those two truths together, that I'm both strong, amazing potential, and weak at the same time, then it does two things. One is it enables me, it gives me that freedom to dream big, to set audacious, large goals. And second, on the other hand, it gives me the grace when I fail, to extend grace to myself, to be at peace when I've come to the end of a long work day and I know I've worked hard, even if the result isn't all that I want it to be, then I can at least be at peace and rest at night, because I'm both strong and weak at the same time. Take encouragement. This is Joshua with the Sojourn. I hope you have a great day.